Hello everyone, welcome to today's live. And so today we are going to continue to work with the diaphragmatic breath. So this video will be part 2 in a series of different videos that slowly build on an awareness with a proper or optimal diaphragmatic breath. So today's Tuesday, and Tuesdays are for tips and tricks, and so that's why in a few minutes I'm going to show you the next step for this optimal diaphragmatic breathing. Your breath is literally your life, and it's always there for you. Sorry, I just want to make sure we're live here. It says we are. Okay. So your breath is literally your life, and it's always there for you. And when you know how, you can actually use your breath to help regulate your body and mind, to help heal you, and to optimize your energetic pathways or your nadis, energy channels in your body. And so this allows you to reach your goals, whatever goals those are. It could be overcoming chronic pain. It could be some other sense of dis-ease in your body. So first I'm going to ask you to share in the comments if you're here live as to where you're coming from. I am currently in BC, Canada, central BC. It's a beautiful July day here today. The sun is shining. Nice temperature of about 25 degrees Celsius. Nice breeze to keep us cool. And a wonderful place to be in the summer. So my name is Angela Hansen. If you have not heard of me or met me before, I am the founder of Treat Yourself Wellness and the Yoga Therapy to Heal program, and it's designed specifically for women over 40 with chronic pain. So I'm going to share with you today one of the techniques that I use in the program, that I've pulled from the program just for today to share with you for free live, and then you can start implementing it right away into your life. So this program is designed and perfectly packaged for you, and it could have everything you could possibly need in the program. It comes with support elements, it comes with accountability elements, step-by-step instructions, and you can use it in your own time and complete it at your own comfort level from your home. So it's all pre-recorded, and then we have live weekly coaching calls and much more in the program that will help benefit you to overcome your chronic pain. So if you're struggling with chronic pain and you've never been told the importance of this diaphragmatic breath before, we've talked about it in the first part of our live sequence here, and the importance of a nose breath. So let's just take a couple breaths together here. You can inhale through your nose and maybe out of your mouth. You might relax your shoulders or roll them out a few times. And get ready to practice with me, a short practice that you can bring into your day, maybe more than once throughout your day. And so if you haven't heard of a proper or optimal diaphragmatic breath through the nose before, you're not alone. I shared last time that it's quite frustrating because it's not something that we teach in our society as part of growing up or as part of being a successful or healthy human. But that optimal nose breath is so important for our overall health. And science definitely backs that these days. So we've known it for thousands of years from, ancient yoga practice, or even people in general in other types of practices have been using it in the East. However, we don't focus on it in the West here. And so I'm here to help kind of bring that all together and really stress the importance of your breath for optimal health. So it's so important for your overall wellness. It leads to improved immune function, respiratory function, proper pH in the body where this dis-ease or disease cannot survive or manifest, and that includes chronic pain. So how many of you out there have been told or taught how this optimal diaphragmatic breath supports you and why it's important? You can share in the comments if you've heard about this before. Just put a yes, I've heard in the comments. Or if you haven't ever heard of this before, you could put no, this is my first time. And just remember, you're not alone. It's just not part of our society to talk about this a lot. So it is changing, which is amazing. It's becoming a little bit more mainstream and a little bit more known, the importance of the breath. So in yoga, it's known as your pranayama. So prana means vital life force energy. So basically, you come into the world with this vital life force energy when you take your first breath. And then you leave the world, your vital life force energy leaves your body, leaves the world with your last breath. And then yama means control. So your breath is essentially your vital life force energy practice or control, and that's your pranayama is your vital life force energy practice or control. So before we jump into a short practice, let me know in the comments if you want to learn more about how the breath can benefit you. Just type yes in the comments and I will share my screen to go through some of the benefits of these breathing practices, like the diaphragmatic breath and other pranayama exercises. And it doesn't have to be limited just to a yogic breath. Any type of breath exercise. Some of you might have tried this through some psychotherapy, or there's other therapists out there who recommend different breathing exercises, and they're all important. Oh, hi, Grace. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen if I can get this going here properly. Might have gone away. Maybe you can only share it from the beginning of the video. I'm fairly new at these Facebook Lives, but that's okay. I can just go through what the benefits of the pranayama and vital life force energy practices are. So research shows that the benefits of a regular practice of simple deep breathing can reduce anxiety and depression. That leads to reduced pain. So most of us who suffer from pain, or chronic pain especially, we end up also having a symptom of anxiety or depression come up in our lives. So using pranayama has been proven to lead to reduced pain, less anxiety, less depression. It also helps to lower and stabilize your blood pressure. So any of you out there that have blood pressure issues with high blood pressure, it can bring it down. If you have low blood pressure issues, then you want to be cautious as you practice. Increases your vitality and good health. It improves your immune function, so your immunity can boost from doing your pranayama exercises. Decreases feelings of stress and overwhelm, which also leads to more pain or reduced pain. So if you're really stressed or overwhelmed, those pain patterns really kick in and your body's in that sympathetic nervous system and it activates all of the spots in your body that you have pain. So by using the breath, we can reduce that pain. A reduction in PTSD symptoms as well. So if you're struggling or have any PTSD symptoms, you can use your pranayama as a form of reducing it or treating it. Cultivates a calm, clear, and still mind, and also increases your awareness of your subtle body, your subtle energetic body, that feeling of electricity that is moving through you. So some people can really identify or resonate with that, while others might find it more difficult. But see if you can bring your awareness to the subtle energetic body within you. Can you notice maybe a light buzzing or tingling? And sometimes we feel energy stir within us, so maybe if you have anxiety or get nervous, you might feel a stir in the stomach or the heart space. And so that would be your subtle energetic body moving. Good, so we're going to get into a quick practice together, so you can leave today with a short practice that you can use throughout the week or throughout your days. I do want to point out though, and I want the awareness to come to, what happens if you don't do these practices? What happens if you don't learn to breathe optimally? Have you ever thought about what might happen if you just don't try? You don't put the effort in. And so if you can think of something that might happen, throw it in the comments. Maybe this has already happened to you. Or what happens if you don't listen to your body when it's speaking to you? So maybe you're having anxiety, or you're having depression, or you're having PTSD symptoms or chronic pain, and you just ignore it and you keep pushing through each day. What will be the outcome for you? Because chronic pain and dis-ease in the body are essentially a state of unrest. So dis-ease, not being at ease. And that can be in your body and mind. So it's as if your body is speaking to you, and if you don't listen to it and offer it what it needs, it starts to scream at you. So have you ever really considered what might happen if you continue to ignore the messages from your body? And feel free to share in the comments what you think would happen if we continue to ignore our body's messages. And tomorrow I have a 90-minute free masterclass where you can come and learn for free the 3 core concepts to overcoming chronic pain. So if you're out there and you're suffering and you just don't know what step to take, you've been reaching out to your doctors, you've been taking meds, you've been doing all sorts of things for maybe an extended period of time, and you're still suffering, then you're just like me. That's where I was a few years ago. And you might feel like there's no one out there that truly is helping you or listening to you or even understanding you to overcome your pain. And so that's why I do what I do. That's why I'm driven in my life, and this is my passion, to share how yoga therapy can benefit you to overcome that chronic pain. So this masterclass is totally free for you. It's there to help educate you. It's 90 minutes. I'll go over with you what you need to know to actually overcome your pain, to really address it at the root level of what's going on. I had to spend many years of that trial and error doing the wrong things and getting more and more stuck before I was finally able to figure it out and address my chronic pain. And so to this day, I use yoga therapy techniques, because I'll tell you that I do not live a life without pain totally, but I've overcome my chronic pain symptoms, and I have tools and techniques to use to address them when they come up. And it gives your body, it gave my body more of a sense of ease in body and mind. So go to the link in the comments. You can register for this free masterclass. It's tomorrow at noon Pacific Standard Time. And then you can spend 90 minutes there. All you have to do is bring a laptop or your smartphone or device and just allow the information to be there for you for free. You can sit, you can absorb, and I guarantee you'll walk away with at least one thing you can do to start overcoming your chronic pain. So let's spend a few minutes now doing the diaphragmatic breath together. If you haven't checked out the YouTube video that I have in my Facebook page, it's under guides. I also posted it in the comments of this video. And it's a video that will give you a visual of the diaphragmatic breath. How the diaphragm moves as you breathe in your body. So find a comfortable seat where you can feel your feet are connected to the earth. I'm sitting on a nice Pilates ball. It's one of those big round balls to allow for my feet to connect, and that automatically engages my core a little bit more. You might take a few more cleansing breaths here as you come into this short practice, in through the nose, out of your mouth. So from feeling your feet connected to the earth, you can allow your legs to magnetize slightly towards each other, as if your inner thighs have a slight magnet drawing them into alignment. Your knees are in line with your hips. Heavy pelvis, long spine. And then you can think of your shoulder blades sliding down your back, gently hugging towards each other, just for a little bit of integrity. When you do that with the shoulder blades, you might feel an opening in the chest. You could close your eyes or find a soft gaze down the bridge of your nose. And just notice how you feel here as you come into your practice. Checking in with yourself. This can be such a beneficial practice throughout your day, just to take a moment to be present and ask yourself, how do I feel? How am I doing? So if you can, breathe in and out of your nose. Allow the exhale to come out completely. We covered that in part 1 of the live video. Taking full deep breaths, you could start to picture that diaphragm moving. So when you inhale, the diaphragm, it's kind of like a dome shape, and it sits inside the rib cage. When you inhale, it moves down and flattens slightly. And when you exhale, it starts to curve back up into the rib cage. And then the next step here, we're going to take the backs of our hands and press them onto the sides of your rib cage. So when you do this, usually our shoulders want to come up or your arms want to really tense up. Just relax your shoulders back and down, relax your arms, and let the backs of your fingers or your hands rest on the rib cage of your side. Notice if you can feel your rib cage expand into your hands with the inhale. And then gather back in with the exhale. Are you holding tension anywhere else in your body? Can you soften? And is one side of your rib cage maybe expanding more than the other? And can you notice without judgment, without attaching a story to why? Just noticing and letting it go. So you can feel the side body expand. So that's kind of the next step in our diaphragmatic breath. And to feel the breath in a three-dimensional way in your body. You can release that whenever you feel ready. Shake it out or take a cleansing breath. Whatever movement wants to come in, just allow your body to express itself. And then you might just take a moment to notice how you might feel different after practicing that diaphragmatic breathing exercise. And so I recommend repeating this at least 2 more times. So practicing this breath as a 3-part practice. So you can take a break between and then practice again. And whether you do that a few times throughout your day or at least daily, just see how that might change your relationship with your breath, your awareness around your breath, the awareness of how you're moving through your day. Or you could even use it as a treatment for depression, anxiety, chronic pain. And then don't worry, I will be sharing more on the diaphragmatic breath. There's going to be more parts to this series where we'll delve into it a little bit more deeply as well. You can also come practice with me. I'll be teaching group classes at the Union Movement here in 100 Mile House. It's at the 103. So if you want to sign up to come into practicing some therapeutic yoga in these group classes, you can find the link on my Facebook page. And also you can find private yoga therapy sessions there as well. So I really hope that helps you connect in with some awareness, to notice how you're breathing, and perhaps shift into that nose breath and that diaphragmatic breath more often. See how it fits for you. Come and find me and share it with me. I'd love to hear your results or what's happening for you, whatever it might be. And you can send me a private message and tell me how you did, how often you're practicing, how it's changing your life or not, maybe some of the resistance that might be coming up for you. I'd love to know it all. And if you think this is going to help you and you want more information on what else to do to overcome chronic pain, don't forget you can register for that free masterclass tomorrow. It's at noon tomorrow. There's a link in the comments as well as on my pages, so my Instagram and my Facebook pages. Tomorrow at 12 o'clock Pacific time. And I will close today's live as usual. You can join in with me, so bringing your hands together at heart center in Anjali Mudra, shaking off any excess energy. And bring your thumbs to your third eye, and you can repeat after me if you choose. Think kind thoughts. Your thumbs to your lips, speak kind words. And your thumbs to your heart, do kind things. And thank you for sharing your breath practice with me today. Bye for now.